Buying single options really sucks. I mean, I know a lot of people when they're first starting out, it seems like the right thing to do. It's pretty simple. You're buying a single call or a single put, depending on the direction. The problem is you've got a nasty theta that goes against you, and also the vega or volatility risk. And most people that buy single options, they just lose out. I see it all the time when I coach people one-on-one, or even just do some classes and hear people's stories. And this is a huge issue and problem. Now, if you don't know me, I'm Sasha, the options coach. I've been teaching people to trade options over the last decade through those one-on-one sessions, and also through classes and courses. And one of the biggest things that I see is when we're trading single options is people just run into a lot of trouble because you got to get the direction right. You're bleeding theta nonstop. And if it doesn't move fast enough, well, you don't offset that time decay or time value. So one of the better alternatives is to learn how to sell vertical credit spreads, or vertical spreads, in other words. Now, we've covered this in one of our latest classes. It's selling vertical spreads. And if you'd like more information about it, just send me a note on our website. Just go to our website, optionsblackbelt.com, and then you can get more insight and information. You can text us as well. Now, here, what we've done and talked about is that a lot of people, they go in and they buy a single call option. So let's say they want to go into Daku, and right here, I'm going in to buy a single call options. But one of the biggest problems here is that we get this negative time decay or time value. So we're bleeding about $6 of theta every single day. And you might say, well, I'm looking at technical analysis. I know where it's going, or I have this RSI indicator. Whatever the case is yeah, you might have some indicators that might help, but you're still bleeding theta in time. And the longer it sits, the more bleeding that's happening. So instead, what you start doing is, as it starts moving up, you're constantly bleeding this time value, and the stock is, or the option in this case, is losing money in value. So this strategy doesn't work well unless you really offset it in a different way. Now, I'll show you another way. You can actually combine a put in here to sell against it as a little bit of a bonus. And now what we've got is no theta, but we've got a little bit of a different risk profile picture for this. This is more advanced. It's not what I'm referring to in the class that we've done, but I'm just showing you there's different ways to structure options trades. That way, if it sits still, I actually don't lose much money, and I'm trading my singles for cheap or for almost nothing, as long as the stock kind of stays there. But when we go in and we still want a bullish exposure, what we can actually do is sell out of the money credit spreads over here. And let's say we're going in and I'm going to go sell this one, buy that one. I can collect about 50 cents credit. So you might say 50 bucks. It doesn't sound like a lot. But the thing is if the stock stands still, you win. If it moves up in your favor, you win. And if it moves back slowly, you win. The downside is if it goes against you pretty quickly, you might have to stop out or get out, just like you would with a single call option. It's the same principle in that case. But the point is that even if it stands still, you have this theta that works in your favor, and it bleeds and bleeds and bleeds. And you can, jack it up to 10 contracts if you really like. And if it stands still, you're good, right? So if it stands right there and it pops, you're going to be just fine. And that's the thing with these types of trades, is that you don't need the movement to be that quick. You could just actually stand still and you still profit from that position. So here I'm risking $14.90 to maybe make, let's say, $510. So it's a really nice trade for a setup, because comparing it to buying just single trades, yes, we could go in and maybe make a lot more if the stock explodes to the moon, but I don't believe in those things that much. Like, you might say, oh yeah, their stock's exploding all the time. Yeah, but now I need movement and I have to find those unicorns. What if you didn't have to find the unicorns? What if you could trade like dull, boring stocks that didn't really move and you made just as much? And that makes it a lot easier. There's actually more of them, and it increases your chance of success and your win rate now, because now you don't need the explosive moves. You could just have it stand still and you still profit just as much or the same amount every single time. There's some consistency to it, because if you're selling out of the money credit spreads, you have a consistency for time and time again. Like, hey, this week I want to sell some, next week I want to sell some, and you keep bringing in that revenue or income. Whereas with a single, if you buy a single, you need it to move and you need it to explode quite quickly. Anyways, that's the big difference between these two different strategies and concepts. I mean, there's obviously a lot more to unpack beyond this. We've covered some of these things in our class. So if you have some questions, just reach out on our website, give me some insight, or send me a quick message and note, and I'll be happy to give you some more ideas and concepts behind some of the classes we've got. But anyway, This is what you want to think about and consider if you're trying to buy single options, whether it's to the bullish side or the bearish side. There's a lot of inherent problems that people have with this. And a lot of it is the theta or time decay. Sometimes they buy too short of a duration. So let's say they go in and they do something like super short. Well, now you're continuing to bleed more and more and more on that theta. Look, now it's 10. Okay, if I go longer duration, it's a little bit better. Like let's say June, now it's only 5, but the problem is I'm still bleeding. Whereas I could go out and do a vertical credit spread and the time decay actually works in my favor instead of against me. Anyways, hope you found this lesson helpful, gave you some ideas and insights. Let me know if you have questions about the classes. Maybe I'll give you some more insight about that or some freebies and PDFs that I have. Just send me a note because it depends where you're at personally, and then I can cater some of the PDFs specifically for you. Other than that, enjoy the week ahead. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.